live once again with the sexy Brutale. What a title.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I've already turned down the volume, so hopefully we should be a lot more balanced this time. I'm currently using keyboard and mouse. Now, even as a PC reviewer, I would actually say, without any shame whatsoever, that the controller scheme is better for the sexy Brutale than a mouse and keyboard, but the keyboard scheme is perfectly acceptable and has a nice little touch which we'll get to.
I'm looking forward to it.
So, I already have a game in which I've, got some time. This is relatively new on my docket. Let's find out what's going on. There will be, by the way, an unskippable text scroll and tutorial, but it's an interesting one.
Alright.
Oh dear. Isn't it terrible when you go to these places trained to cater to your every desire, and they don't?
Yeah, that seems like a massive failure of your service.
Yeah, and as it would appear that what the customers, including us, are getting is death, which definitely wasn't what I ordered. I love oh, hello.
I don't think that's what anyone was ordering. Maybe some odd masochist or two out of the group, but I don't think anyone else was seriously wanting to die.
Well, we might not be dead, thanks to supernatural intervention. Because you can't tell me that someone with hair that is glowing blood
and might be a lady? It's kind of hard to tell from this perspective and style.
Is a lady.
Okay. Naked lady, I'm assuming.
No.
Okay.
But she is definitely made of blood, as we're going to see. So, as it turns out, the owner of the casino is very strong, and presumably murderous. And, like I said, lady made of blood.
That's gotta be someone's kink.
Probably. So, movement with the mouse and keyboard is holding the right mouse button towards a direction. This is us, Lucadio Boone, a priest with a mask that is now quite got a bloody handprint on it. It is left-click to interact on things, and then X to look through doors, because this is a stealth game.
Oh, wow. Like from this perspective, I was assuming more like a somewhat traditional adventure game, I guess. Wasn't expecting like any sort of stealth elements out of it.
A bit of column A, bit of column B, as we're going to find out. So we can also listen to detect where people are, which again will prove useful later. We're assuming they went through this door. This tutorial, by the way, is very tightly guided.
Like almost impossible for you to like actually screw up a section.
Right up until the end, where if you've missed some things, you might find it a little difficult. For example, there was that little clink, barely audible.
I'm liking how when you're peeking, like like through doors and stuff like that, that your mouse is basically controlling like your
field of
your
view.
field of vision is.
Yeah. And of
Like,
course it has limitations. We can't see who's knowing exactly what's... Oh dear. Yeah, we don't know who that murderer is. Yet.
Yeah, like that's a neat way of kind of showing that off in a way that is not just the obvious go into a first-person perspective, like to simulate looking through the hole.
Yeah. And it's very similar. Now, something strange has happened and we're in a different room. And we're going to be taught about another part of this story. So, first off, it is a stealth game. And I do love that little crossing himself before he hides. So, this is the Two of Diamonds.
Everyone here, I guess that would make sense because they did say this was like a casino mansion place, so people here that are like killing everyone and stuff like that is, of course, going to have a name based on a card.
Yep. Well, maybe not everyone, but as we can see... Wait a minute, didn't we already see this?
Huh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least we know
angle.
at least we know who the murderer is this time. The music, by the way, is excellent. It changed to a crescendo just as the guy was getting shot, and now the final important part of the tutorial. Every mask has a power. We were almost spotted, except we weren't spotted at all.
Yeah, so kind of a second chance sort of mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you, I think, it gives you enough time to run to a door and go straight through it.
Already there's like two games that I'm being reminded of from various stuff in this, like one minor and one major. The minor one is kind of like going back to the whole field of view thing, like when you're looking through the keyholes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like kind of the way it's handled, you can see stuff, but also have indicators of being able to hear stuff outside your field of view. Kind of reminds me of Mark of the Ninja.
Yeah.
Where like that was, a 2D stealth game that actually did a really good job of, I guess, like translating those kind of mechanics that were more known in like 3D games into 2D and made it work. And then the other is more with the overall art style, and that I get I guess Bastion was like my first kind of inclination, but I guess like it more general gives me a more Supergiant Games vibe.
I can see where you're coming from there. Yeah.
Like there's the perspective, the character proportions, and some of the color choices involved. It definitely reminds me of that.
It's a very tight aesthetic.
Yeah.
But the staff are murderers. The guests are victims. Every mask has a power, but every mask also has a price. And we've been given a lot of gifts, including this one. The pocket watch. So,
is she a friend of the outsider? Is this what this is all about? I got off of playing Dishonored 2 like not too long ago, and so I still had that on the brain, and just the idea of just like outside supernatural forces giving you shit to like make do in a in a pretty raw situation.
So, our objective is to save the guests. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do it by resetting time. There are
so
several
play
guests.
Song of Time, got it.
Yep. Now this first time, the clock resets automatically. And indeed, in the tutorial, or basically we have to repair the watch. We will never get to 7 PM without doing this.
Okay.
Also, there is a map, and you can move it through time. So when you know where someone is at a certain point in time, it will show on the map. When you watch them move, it will show on the map. Now, I don't need to build up a full picture of this to solve this. Not this tutorial. I've been through the tutorial. All I have to do right now is wait. Here he comes. Here comes Sixpence. Now, remember I mentioned that little clinking earlier?
You did?
I did. It's an easy thing to miss. But as soon as he... There it is! There it is. Okay. Now, when the mask stops flaming in front of the door, that means it's safe to go in. Now, the next part is going to be a wee bit trickier. Because we're going to have to, oh, yes. There we go. So that's the puzzle. It may
how to get the how to get the hunting rifle out of there.
Specifically, how to replace the cartridge that was already loaded in there with a blank. So
so the guy won't totally get fucking shot. Okay,
that's correct.
Alright, I can. I'm not getting a better sense of how like the flow of this goes. I could like, but I guess for me it's like I like games like Majora's Mask where it's stuff that is like that, or even Dead Rising, where it's like you have to like go through things like time is moving on its own. You have to make the best sort of decisions to optimize through it, and it requires a whole lot of replaying. And this seems to have a nice, you know, kind of like internal justification for why you might be able to go back and, you know, do the right thing to kind of save certain people.
Well, it's funny you should mention that. I mentioned that the keyboard controls had a nice touch. Did you notice what the key for turning back the clock was?
I did not actually.
F1. Anyway, this is the real...
If you said it was something like, I don't know, F8 or F9, that would make more sense. I guess, but maybe more sense in a meta way, because I don't know, those are, I'd say, like the more typical, like, hotkeys that you would press for like reloading back to an earlier point in time. But okay.
No. Think about it for a second. What does F1 do? Help!
Oh, god damn it!
It's subtle.
I wasn't even thinking that.
It's
like,
great.
Like, I was either going for what I had originally thought, or F5 for, like, refresh, you know? But F1 is... God damn it!
Anyway, now...
That is good.
Now our clock is partly repaired.
So we can basically kind of
proceed. Sorry, it is repaired, but we can also save now.
Okay. Oh man.
By the way, the achievements for this is sixpence none the wiser.
Alright, I can already see the major theme, like, that's going to be going through that list.
So, each mask we collect gives us a power in a very interesting way. Look at that.
Yeah, we saved the guy and now we get his mask.
Use any active clock in the mansion to jump to 4 PM or 8 PM. Ah, yes. And now we're starting to see what's going on.
Is like when you interact with the clock to jump to those times, like, is it like totally linear, or can you like go back and forth between 8 and 4, like if
you can go back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, I could say, yeah, that would lead to, I guess, some interesting ways to get around like certain obstacles in a timely manner.
Yeah. And we're also getting mild hints of the house that Jack built. The mansion is straining to undo what you have done. Oh. Yeah.
I'm straining to think of like a sort of good horror comparison, and to make that involves like a possessed house or other sort of like place that you.
Well, funnily enough, there is a horror story of that name, the house that Jack built.
Oh, that's what you're mentioning. Okay.
Yeah. But now.
Yeah, show us what I know.
Yep, 7 PM in the diner, and wait a minute. Isn't that the 2 of diamonds? Welcome to the actual game.
Like, everything's a whole lot more open at this point.
Oh yeah. There we go. So that's saving, and as noted, now it's F1. Notice also we are in a different part of the house.
Yeah.
So,
quite a curious design and aesthetic going on.
That definitely looks like a casino.
Yeah.
Finish with gold trims. On the side of the foot is a mark runes. Okay. I can't see any threats here in this casino.
Yeah, surely the murders that have been going on have been strictly outside of it. And surely the casino should be fine. No one's ever murdered anyone over a fucking gamble.
Okay, so the front and center of the sexy Brutale. The guests here are Trinity and Clay, and apparently we have to save both of them. One of them looks like they die at 10, one of them looks like they die at 11. And we must save them both.
the first one in at least 8.5 hours.
Yeah. Ah, right. Okay. Okay.
Because this seems to be, yeah, like a pretty obvious, like, kind of means for you to get a lot out of your new mask's powers with clocks and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very useful thing. Okay, so we definitely want to be using the winding key, and that will never not be creepy, even in this cutesy game.
It's just a little winding key. I don't know what your problem is.
I ain't talking about the winding key. So... Oh, I see. The brute and the moth, right, okay. I see. Okay, so we now have a map of... a rough map of the area.
Alright.
So, let's, Oh, dang, we can't use... we don't know the code for that CCTV camera. The plant is real. Doesn't seem to be anybody in there. And the mask, of course, would go on fire if somebody was in there by the time I opened the door. A woolly mammoth. Each one... well, yeah, okay. Lots of flavor. Oh. There is vent. And something happened.
Quite a bit of flavor text.
Yeah, quite a bit of flavor text. And we got an 8 of clubs that... oh dear. Right. Okay. He's dicing with death. He's...
The literal death.
looks like. Shots lined up for every hand, and Trendy isn't here to distract me. Oh. Hello. Drink. Oh.
Oh boy.
And 4 o'clock is when Sixpence was meant to have died. Huh. And of course, I think I know what's going to happen to this poor bastard. But I'm actually going to wait and watch and see, just to be sure.
That death ultimately wins by having this guy get alcohol poisoning.
Nah, remember that guy brought in the last drink. And
oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, and I can see it too. It's not even the same color as all the other ones. Yeah, this is not gonna end well for him either way.
Oh, and it's a robot death. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cripes, it is a different color. I can see it, yes.
Yeah. Like, I could see a little bit of it, like, from the top, but, like, now that the table's rotating, it totally is. Like, that is the most blatant, like, one of these things does not belong here. Though maybe with all the shots he's taking, he might be getting too drunk to even notice or care.
Oh, hello. Now we'll want to keep an eye on where the servants are going, because we're going to be building up a picture as we go along.
Yeah.
I love how the brute's just starting to stagger back and forth.
Yeah, it's not holding up.
Come on, boy. And by the way, servants, don't you dare walk in on this room before the denouement. I didn't pronounce that right. It's okay, it's late. Okay.
Yep.
This is actually nerve-inducing.
It's just watching this unfold and not really being able to do anything.
Oh. Of course, when you actually screw up, when the death does happen, as far as I'm aware, it'll ask you to rewind time. And I like how in the evening it is actually getting darker.
Yeah, it's just very slight, like, lighting changes.
Yeah. Robot Death is losing. Oh. Oh.
Hmm?
That's not Robot Death. That's not Robot Death saying that.
Oh, wow.
So, Trinity's gotten somewhere. Oh dear. Finish and find Trinity. Well, about that. You made your choice. Oh no!
You've made your choice. Celebration shot and dead.
Yep. Okay, now, thankfully, using the map does pause it a little.
I'm kind of surprised that it gives you the prompt to like, or I guess maybe the recommendation to like turn back the time like right at that moment, because you know I would think because of how like the Blood Lady kind of told you need to try and like save like both of them together, then maybe there would be some merit in having time go for maybe just another hour more, like if you at least knew where Trinity was. Because at least she was supposed to die like not too long afterwards.
Okay, we know there's another card there. That's useful.
Also, that reminder about like the marquee event at 7 p.m. is never gonna go away, is it? At least I'm assuming it's an endgame thing that'll only stop once you're ready to finish.
I don't know. That's my honest answer there.
Yeah, I mean it's my logical guess, just because of how it's definitely a reoccurring thing.
So let's peek through this door. Alright, there's another camera. Okay. We know that a guy comes through here at approximately 320, we want to say?
Yeah, coming in with the poison drink.
Yeah, the guy with the poison drink comes in about 320. And then another guy seems to come in around 6-ish. So we don't need to worry about them for a little while. But let's see if this room is safe. Okay. Seems it right now. Gambling tips and techniques, huh? And again, another card, another door, a puddle. Oh, there's Moth. And she's coming this way. No, she isn't. What the heck is she doing? Since when are games off limits? It's a surprise. Oh, I see. Oh, run. Okay. Do we get to see his number? Oh crap. This is a surprisingly tense,
Yeah.
Oh, we can briefly, escape. Lucas really should have gotten Grayson to do the security for these doors. Okay. Damn, Oh. Damn it, we still didn't catch that number. Whatever that number was, it was the correct one. Interesting. Oh wait, there's a cabinet here.
Oh, so like maybe you could have like hidden it in there and somehow get the full code from either of them pushing it.
Very possibly.
Maybe I'm thinking about it too logically, but I feel like from that door that you were last peeking out of, you should have been able to presumably get a better glimpse of it.
Well, maybe, except that...
Because somehow, like figuring out what the door code is by hiding, like, in a cabinet that happens to be in the same room doesn't seem to be the most optimal way.
Okay. So, no fire yet. Okay. Now, I know this may not seem like the most interesting thing. But I know we don't have terribly long to wait.
It's nice that they give you the little time scale that in the menu that you can, like, fast forward or rewind just to see what the projected routes are for all the other characters.
Yeah, keep in mind that you will only ever, you'll only ever know them once you've seen them. So
yeah, that makes sense.
A vital part of the gameplay is finding out where people are going. And I like this. I mean...
I'm surprised by how much of this game's intriguing me.
I mean, admittedly, it does sort of extend the playtime, but It's the sort of extension that definitely has a purpose. And to be honest, the soundtrack's good. The tension is good. You know, I'm just here in a cupboard, and yet I'm going, what's happening? What's going to happen?
Yeah, things are going on like outside of my realm of influence.
Now, the thing is, there are two people. There are two... yeah, see, we would have missed that otherwise. But there are two servants. Oh, hello. Oh, dash it all. Drink prepared. Camera 3 turned off. Keypads with audio. Keypads with audio. Oh god, it is dial tone noises!
Oh wow. That's a novel way to figure that out.
Okay.
That makes so much more sense now. And it also makes me kind of glad that you don't just get the code by being in a cabinet that is like practically adjacent to the damn door.
This is a very good question. Where are you, Miss Moth? And are we going to get in trouble because that guy's coming back? We'll find out now in a sec.
I have to imagine that however she's going to die, it is going to be in this general area.
Oh yeah, it's going to be in this room. Don't come back this way. Don't come back this way. Okay, it seems the other guy doesn't come back this way. Oh no, because he goes through the other door, doesn't he?
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, there should be like another sort of like entrance connecting us to another room.
Yeah. And this is a very beautiful room. However, God, how is this gonna happen though? Is it the butterflies?
She's certainly entranced by them.
So we got the poison drinks. But there's also that big ass web.
Oh yeah, it's there.
Something is wrong, but trying to work out what it is before it happens, I have yet to do that.
Yeah, like I don't know. That web may or may not just be like just a cobweb. Where's something?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That's Kind of gnarly.
Why is she blind? Oh dear, it was the web.
Oh shit, I think I can see the spider.
Oh no!
Oh god. Oh, this is not good.
Oh! Restart the day, please.
And like, yeah, and like Clay, like near the end of his game, like, didn't he allude to like thinking that he was hearing Trinity's voice?
Yeah.
Like that must have been, yeah, because I initially thought that would have been like some shit that like the patrons were trying to like pull on him, but no, she was literally about 2 to 3 rooms away, getting fucking mauled by a spider.
So, okay, so 3:30. 4 p.m. is when the drink gets dropped off.
Alright.
And she gets in the room. That's clever. But we want to hear what this guy is saying between 3:30 and 4. So for that, we need to... no, that's the wrong one. We need to be in here, and we need to be watching, and we need to be listening.
Alright.
And hopefully he'll have pushed a button. The waiting is...
It's tense.
Yeah. And of course, what's up with these cards? So many mysteries, so much weirdness. Oh, and there's one on top of the bloody camera, too. I just noticed it.
Wow.
Huh. Oh. I think... Oh. Do we get to hear anything here? No, which means if we're quick, at the beginning we get to see Trinity talking to the Brute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing that we're already planning to, you know, reset time and keep an eye on things. We know there's a horrible spider death. We know there's a poison death. Oh, what was... I kind of want to listen, but I kind of don't. See, there's another code. I have a feeling I know what the other room is, though. Okay.
Like the one like kind of adjacent to where Trinity ends up.
The one adjacent to where the Brute is. Okay, right.
Okay.
Guy didn't say anything, but there's that gunshot. Right. Now let's peek through here. Oh. Oh, I know this room. This room suddenly looks very familiar.
Oh.
Okay. Now, Unfortunately, we couldn't hear that. Nor were we close enough, but I think that might be the best clue we're gonna get as to the code. Yeah, that's the death room, which we can't enter.
Right.
There's a moth statue. In fact, there's several moth statues. Which implies a listening puzzle, now that I think about it. Okay, let's hope this works. The camera feed is now being shown on the main cassette. Right.
Oh, this might work. Oh!
So we gotta turn camera 3 back on.
Alright.
And we now know the code for the CCTV cameras. So we can turn camera 3 back on. Nice. Okay, now there's one last element we need to look at. And that last element... Okay, we got the guy who goes... Yeah, we got his entire pattern.
Yep.
We do not, unfortunately... Well, we can deduce Trinity's pattern. But we've also got that other guy... The ace of spades. Who turns up at 6-ish. We need to know what he was doing. Okay, camera 3 is now turned on. And if we run... Holy shit, I think we might have actually solved the thing. Providing, of course, he... Oh my god, we did!
Oh.
Now, does he save Trinity, though?
Oh wow, he totally going for it.
Well, I think that's honestly about as far as we'd want to take it review stream wise. Let's at least find out what's going on with the masks.
Yeah, that solving that seemed pretty satisfying. Like going about it the way it seemed like that they intended you to.
Yeah. Except, of course, for the collecting of the cards.
Well, true.
Boom, what are you doing here? And yeah, it was me who turned on the cameras. And yeah, no props, both of you. Okay, so these two definitely deserve each other. Blackjack loser takes shots.
Oh, the thing that you were literally just doing at the risk of dying. You know, if the poison doesn't do you in, all the shots you're taking tonight are gonna fucking kill your liver. Like, that's guaranteed. Also, now I'm realizing that with, like, if you're going through this a second time and already know, like, what, like, the puzzle solutions are, you could probably speedrun this game really fast.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see what the moth power is, and then we'll move on to the third and final game. Knew it! Knew it!
It has stuff to do. Oh. Oh, nice. There's a better hearing when eavesdropping. That should be useful.
Which is what got her through the keypad.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah. That's nice. I like this.
Although, what about Clay's mask? I mean, because he was wearing one and took it off. I'm guessing it's just not. It's just not one of the ones that has any gameplay purposes.
No.
Oh well.
No gameplay purpose. They even mention as much. But yeah, this has been the Sexy Brutale. It's a very interesting game, and I like a lot of things about it. I think when the review comes up in a day or two, because this game, you know, it goes by quick enough that I reckon I can power through. I think overall I'm going to be positive about this. So join us in just a minute or two for the final game of the triple stream, and that is Siberia 3.